Good evening and welcome to KFN 5 Apocalypse. I'm Paul Mcginty and I'm here with Paul the Wolverine Attwood.
Thanks, Paul. Looking around, the place is starting to fill up. Tables and chairs are starting to be filled. People are sort of, talking about tonight's events. It's looking as though it's going to be a really good show. I'm really looking forward to it.
I mean, we've got a fantastic card tonight. I mean, the main event is Andrew Elliott versus Tom Duquesnoy. And what can you tell us about Andrew Elliott?
Andy, I mean, very, very versatile, a complete unorthodox fighter. He's just got a heart of a lion. He keeps on coming and coming. He's had some tough fights, but I mean, he's. I mean, he's fought on this card 2-3 times before. Yeah, he's had some real tough fights on here, and he keeps on, coming up and notching them wins. And I mean, this is a new weight for Andy. Let's not forget.
He's fighting at 66, isn't he?
He's dropped down from a 70 kilo that he used to fight at down to 66. And to be fair, looking at the weigh-ins, he looked big.
He did, didn't he? He looked massive. I mean, he's fighting Tom Duquesnoy, who's unbeaten. He's 3-0. We don't know much about Tom, do we?
No, I mean, French fighter. I mean, they've brought over a French team literally, which is lining up the other half of the card tonight. So, don't know too much about him, but his record says it all. 3-0. This has got, the lookings of being a really good main event. I'm looking forward to it.
And also, in the co-main event, we have the jiu-jitsu cowboy, Steve Stanley. What can you tell us about Steve?
Steve, I can't talk about him highly enough. I mean, I used to train with him for a few years down at Infinity MMA. He comes from, he's got a taekwondo background. He's a jiu-jitsu blue belt, a very highly sort of classed jiu-jitsu blue belt. From Carlson Gracie, I know those guys work their asses off. They're going to be working him hard. They're going to be putting the pressure on him just to bring him along with his game. I'm really looking forward to that, and as a friend of mine, I'll be rooting for Steve.
And he's fighting a really tough opponent this evening, 4-1 Callum Jones.
Yeah, I mean, this guy coming in 4-1. He's also from a very good gym. Is it Gym 01, I believe? I know these guys. They prep their guys very, very well. They're very well rounded. So this is going to be a dangerous fight. This is potential. Can go either way. I don't know how to call that one.
I mean, the fight card this evening is split in half between semi-pro bouts and professional bouts, but we also have a K1 bout.
We do, yeah, a K1 bout between William Beckwell and Danny Pearson. Now, this is going to be interesting for you guys who don't really understand the K1 rules, the Thai rules. It is basically Thai kickboxing, but with the clinch, it's just one knee. It's very, very fast-paced. That's how it should be. They're great to watch fights. If you get two great K1 fighters going at it, they are great fights to watch. So exciting. So I hope it brings a bit of, a good bit of excitement for the crowd tonight. So I think they'll really enjoy that one.
Yeah, I agree totally. This evening with the semi-professional bouts, the rounds will be 3 4-minute rounds, and the gloves will be 6-ounce gloves instead of the traditional 4-ounce gloves for the professionals. No heel hooks, no elbows at all. And what can you tell us about professional bouts? How much they differ between the professionals?
With the professional, with the semi-pro, I mean, it's mainly for their safety. I mean, these guys are coming up through the ranks, so I mean, and it's all about keeping it all safe. I mean, they're doing a big run about the whole MMA safe thing at the moment. So I mean, this is a great sort of way to step your mark up to the professional game. So. The rounds are going to be long. These guys, people go, 4-minute rounds. 4-minute rounds are a long, long time. 3-minute rounds are a long time. After you get all of get rid of the nerves and whatnot, the guys are going to be feeling it. So yeah, it's going to be interesting.
I mean, with the professional bouts this evening being 3 5-minute rounds, that extra minute really does count, doesn't it?
It really does, yeah. I mean, these guys, as I said, these guys are professionals for a reason. They've been training for a long time. They're durable. They know what to expect. They know how to conserve their energy. And yeah, I mean, the step up from semi-pro to pro is a big difference. Guys don't realise it. Some guys will jump in a little bit into the program a little too early, and they can sort of fall short. And it's a shame because there's a lot of talent out there.
I agree totally. Yeah. Okay, and I think it's about time that we get to the first fight of the evening.
Let's go.
Let's go.